Anyway, guys, let's continue. In fact, so let's focus. Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, Christmas is fast approaching, and guys, guess what? We are already on the 22nd of December.
5 months arrears, 4 years of doom, so 3 weeks no water. Too many strikes. La 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 la. And the dead goats in the front seats.
And in fact, the Harmattan season is already rearing its dubious head in Kumasi over here. Then, guys. Yes, but anyway, in today's video, I'm going to talk about the backlash between WAEC and AI. Yes, I'm going to show you how WAEC claimed they exposed some WASSCE candidates who were believed to be using artificial intelligence during the just ended WASSCE exam. But before I begin, guys, my name once again still remains Alexander Nyako. You can just call me SLC. Let's have the intro.
Hello guys, my name is KB. Please subscribe to SRC TV for amazing news in Ghana, KNUST, and everywhere around the world. Bye. SRC TV.
Alright guys, so firstly I would like to thank each and everyone for subscribing to the channel. Wow guys, you're already in December and we are heading towards 2k subscription. That is massive guys, and I want to thank each and everybody. Kindly keep up the good work, and if today is your first time watching me, kindly do well to subscribe. So yes, as I said earlier, we are going to discuss about how WAEC, which is the West African Examination Council, claimed they had exposed some WASSCE candidates for using AI, which is artificial intelligence, for the just ended WASSCE exam. Now, on the 18th of December, WAEC released the provisional results of some candidates. No, not some candidates. Okay, let's say some candidates. They released the provisional results of some candidates. This because others did not get theirs due to more practices. And of course, this is a usual terrain that we always encounter every year, right? So, I mean, this particular year, almost about 8,000 students, that the summation, had their results either withheld or cancelled, or some had some of their subjects cancelled, which was actually no news for us because I mean yearly we hear things of those nature. But then this year something unique happened. WAEC claims that some students happened to use AI to write the exam. AI, so there, what comes to mind is ChatGPT. Now, internal.
I want to thank ChatGPT for helping me doing all my assignments, my thesis and everything. Thank you.
I actually decided to follow this news, and guys, I have a lot of gist for you guys. Alright guys, so in the quest of unraveling the mystery, I realized that about 235 schools were actually caught involved in using AI generated answers in the just ended WASSCE exams. Anyway, I followed this news and then I came across this particular blog on City Newsroom, so it's actually online. And guys, I'm going to read out some portions of it, and I'll also show you a video, so guys, just relax for me. Alright guys, so as I said earlier, this is from City Newsroom. It is online. Now they say WAEC gives details on how it nabbed WASSCE candidates who used AI. Now we want to actually find out how did WAEC actually come to the conclusion that, I mean, some of these candidates were using AI generated answer. That's the mystery that we wanted to unravel. So I mean, from this article, now they say WAEC gives details on how it nabbed WASSCE candidates who used AI. Alright, so the West African Examination Council has provided insights into how it detected that some of the candidates who sat for the 2023 West African Senior School Certificate Examination relied on artificial intelligence platforms. Wow. Now, WAEC released provisional results of this year's WASSCE on Monday and announced that some of the candidates engaged in various malpractices. Now, the Examination Council said it had withheld the results of some candidates who cheated and cancelled the results of other students. It also noted that candidates who took part in the exams in 235 schools provided AI-generated answers, hence their results had been withheld. Now, this disclosure sent shockwaves through the populace, and yes, it's true. Even myself, when I first saw that, headline, I was surprised. With many asking how the examination body was able to detect such issues. Now, giving further explanation on the issue, the head of public affairs at WAEC, Mr. John Kapi, in an interview on Eyewitness News on City FM, said they realized that some candidates copied wrong answers the AI platforms give them. Wow. In fact, first and foremost, the mystery is before you can even get access to AI, there should be a technology. And before there will be technology, there should be a search app, because yes, they will do search you before you enter into the examination hall. So is it that searching was not properly done? How did the students get access to this technology? It could be mobile phone or laptop, but I doubt someone can actually send a laptop to an examination hall, which is not allowed anyway. Okay, let me continue. Now he said one candidate typed in the question, and the response that, hey, let me read it. So he said one candidate typed in the question and the response was that I am not familiar with the term you have used.
God have mercy upon us.
And the candidate wrote the same response in the answer booklet. But yo, how some bro if you do that? So the person actually wrote, I am not familiar with the term you have used. Another candidate wrote, I cannot detect the term you have used. This is clear indication of the use of AI. Now, Mr. Kapi highlighted the evolving challenge of cheating methods, noting that candidates used to bring in mobile phones, take snapshots, send them for solutions, or sneak in with pre-solved answer sheets. Okay, so however, the emergence of AI as a cheating method poses a new and significant challenge. The WAEC representative emphasized plans for collaboration with the Ghana Education Service to ensure strict adherence to rules regarding mobile phone usage in second cycle institutions. Now, regarding the investigation into the use of mobile phones, AI, or intercepted questions, Mr. Kapi said they are investigating the issue. Okay, now we've monitored all the rogue. We've monitored all the rogue websites that were publishing the questions we had put out there. Our investigations and some reports that were received from national security indicated that all the questions that were found online were put out there after the commencement of the examination. Hey, you say WAEC they taking score. WAEC is saying that, well, for them, they've done their own investigation with the national securities, and it has come to the realization that it was after the commencement of the WASSCE exam that questions were sent out there. Hey, WAEC. And they say, you like Jane body, WAEC be smart pass. Okay, let me continue. Our investigation and some reports that were received from national security indicated that all the questions that were found online were put out there after the commencement of the examination. Now, the suspicion is that these questions were out there after the supervision or invigilators or even candidates had taken snapshots and put them out there seeking assistance, is stated. Mr. Kapi stressed the importance of candidates engaging in independent work and individual work for certification. Now, those suspected of using AI are expected to be invited for a fair hearing. So it simply means that the West African Examination Council, WAEC, believe that students from 235 schools were actually caught using AI generated answers based on the fact that some solutions they provided, such as what I read earlier, such as I cannot detect the term you have used. Now, why would the students write those things? But they believe that for students to write such things in the exam room, then it means that they have access to AI generated answers. But this is just 2 out of many, and they are saying they're going to invite the students for fair hearing. So WAEC claim they've exposed these students based on these generated answers. Anyway, there was this interview granted on TV3. Now, the interview happened to be with Dr. Peter Pate, who happens to be the anti-executive director of IFEST. Guys, let's watch this.
It's interesting, and this is what I'm thinking. I think that those who went to the exams room with their their mobile phones, it is assumed that they typed the questions on the mobile phone using ChatGPT or any AI platform, and then they had answers being generated, and they copied it onto the answer booklet. But this is where it becomes strange, because you have invigilators in there. So what time did they use to type the questions? Sometimes these questions are a little bit a lot. So what time did they use to type the question for it to generate, and then they look on the phone and then they will be writing? It's something that is strange to me, and I think that the WAEC should come again. They should explain into detail what they mean by people responses looks like they have been generated by artificial intelligence, I think that is something that they should come clear on. And if it's because some students were able to take their mobile phones to the exams hall, I think they need to also hold the invigilators and the supervisors at those centers responsible. Because I've always said that it is difficult for one not to detect a mobile phone when the person is entering the examination room. Okay, because the mobile phone is a little bit bulky. You can't put it just anywhere. So if you are searching the student like they said the students before they enter the room, it becomes a little bit difficult for me to believe that people would enter exam room with a mobile phone when we have regulators there who we believe should not be compromised. So WAEC should come again and hopefully they should be able to explain to us what really happened with those responses. Or I think, is it an assumption? They are assuming that because the results or the responses or the answers looks like they have been generated by AI, then probably they are AI generated. We have to verify this claim before we make such conclusions.
All right, guys. So there you have it. Now the biggest question is, ascertaining to the fact that whatever WAEC is putting out there is the truth, because as the man rightly said, first and foremost, for you to take a phone, left alone to type a whole question and wait for a feedback, then it looks like were there invigilators, or there were no invigilators at that point. This is something that Charlie, should it be you? Anyway, guys, let's continue. In fact, so let's focus. Alright, guys, so that's the whole backlash between AI and WAEC. And yes, as you rightfully heard, WAEC has provided reasons why they believe that some candidates got stuck to AI generated answers, and of course I'm sure there might be more from WAEC in subsequent days to come. But guys, what do you think about this new generation? What do you think about this new info that we are getting about this more practice? You can go to the comment section and drop your comments over there. But anyway, guys, this is where we are going to end for today, guys. Merry Christmas in advance. Please do well to have fun. GTV has already released their home alone schedule, so yes, don't miss it. Yes, stay tuned to your telly and make sure you have fun. All right, guys, till we meet again. Let's bye for now.